have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
So I wanted to show you guys this setup. You know, I've never talked about it much. What I've done is did like everybody, picked up one of these macerator pumps that it's a flow jet that connects to your septic. And then I got this line here. I'll see if I can find a link for it because I honestly don't remember where I got it, but I got 3 of them. And they're about 25 foot each, but they're 1 inch. Now it says it'll pump, I don't know how far it says it'll pump if it's 3/4 of an inch hose. But I decided I'd rather have this flat discharge hose because it's a little lighter, and you can see the gray water. I can just pump right over to the ditch, and it does a really good job. But nonetheless, I wanted to just mention to you, this is kind of the direction I'm going to go whenever we're out and I need to pump into the Blue Boy into the back of the truck. I think I'm going to use this system. Right now, I still got to figure out a way to run a couple extra cables from the battery underneath, tuck it in and make it look nice. Right now I've just cut our jumper cables on here that we bring along with us, and the pump disposes of this stuff fast. And you can tell it's grinding it. It does a good job. And it pumps out like a garden hose over there. So, I mean, it's definitely getting this volume out relatively quick. One thing you got to watch though is do not let this run dry. Do not let it run dry, whatever you do. So whenever it gets like that, I'll let it build back up again. And I'm just pushing the switch here. And fill back up. Technically it's not running dry because there is some water being fed to it, but I'd rather have it, you know, loaded up like this. See, I'm not technically running dry here because there is water going in there, but I think there's a lot of cavitation when I do that, so usually I just let it build up. So I'll definitely put the link for the flow jet because I do know I got that from Amazon. But the hoses, I'm not sure where I got it at. And the 1 inch hose, I just adapted it down with a garden hose adapter from the local hardware store. So it's still 3/4 of an inch right here. But as far as resistance, it's all 1 inch the whole way. You know, some limitations with the couplers, but for the most part, it's all 1 inch. So I know there's not a problem there. Usually a couple times a year we get all these birds that show up and are taking care of our insect problems that may be surfacing most of the way through the summer. It's kind of interesting to see them all darting around, filling their bellies up. I don't know what kind of birds they are. I'm sure somebody could chime in here and tell us, but yeah, they're definitely quite a few of them. So the house is a total disaster, and I know it's dark, guys. Sorry, not going to turn on lights. We do have a lot out of this room, but nothing really out of our bedroom. And the TV here, sewing machine, all these chairs except for our RV chair, that TV stand, this big workbench, portable folding workbench, her kitchen buffet island, whatever you want to call it, that desk, that little desk, that bookshelf, some electronics that go with it, and a whole bunch of stuff that's in the basement yet, which we won't even go to the basement. And we don't even have it out here yet. We ran out of time. It's 5:30. Definitely later than I wanted to be doing this, but as long as the sun's up, I suppose. Lots of clothes, obviously. and Heidi's down here doing her job. Of course, there's some baby stuff over there. Our old grills. Big cat wheel. Look at that. Woohoo! And then this crap here.
This isn't even half of it.
Tell them.
It's not half of it. We waited for it to rain before we started.
Yeah, but the rain passed. There's a chance of rain a little bit later, but we think we'll make it okay.
We'll be here till dark every day.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down though for the first time today since we started. So that's what I'm doing. We'll pick this up later. All right, so the sun's finally going down. And so's our energy level, much further than what it was before. Still have stuff out here, obviously, and still have a lot of stuff still behind us, too. Again, the reason I'm showing you this stuff is because we thought it was kind of cool whenever Rick, the Static Nomadic, was doing that and showing all the stuff he had left and the different levels of what's left. So the clothes are pretty much $1/4 a piece. The jackets, so we have some really nice jackets that we sold for like $2. Here's one of my favorite jackets. Look at that. It's like real old leather, distressed, from 1990 something. So noisy truck. It went pretty well. I know it doesn't look that way. Check this out. But it did. And the thing that we learned today was bundling really helps. We had so many chemicals. I'm talking about spray paint. You know, you guys seen it. Yeah, I mean, I think I've talked about it prior. And we just threw them in boxes and just put $1 a box. And there was 8 boxes out here and there's only 2 left. So maybe we'll mark those down or put them all in one box. But it's our daughter's stuff. So this don't really count for downsizing. This is one of those things that your family comes running and says, hey, you're having a yard sale? I got some stuff I want to sell. And I don't think we sold any gas cans today. We had somebody that was interested and somebody else said they're going to tell their husband, but yeah, that's it. But we did sell a lot. And somebody had come down. I can't remember what the gentleman's name was. The realtor from Salem that we met up at the RV show in Cleveland. He stopped by and he asked about, I didn't even think about it. Yes, we're selling a refrigerator freezer. We just decided to sell it. I don't know how else to say it. That's why it's there. Oh, sorry. Can't have the music on here because, yeah, we don't want to have any problems there. The Halo View selling that. That Sawaki, we'll sell that. There's a dash cam there. We're going to sell that. I think there's a dash cam. Oh, yeah, there's a dash cam in there. A Garmin, a little old Garmin. Anyways, we sold a lot of stuff. Sold one of the floor jacks, which was cool. But a lot of stuff went out of here. And we still have, of course, a lot to go. Oh, I sold my Porta Power too. That was the other thing. So first day yard sale total, we sold just over $500, and that's pretty normal. I mean, we always, our yard sales in the past, like I said, we have never ever, even on some of our smallest yard sales that only lasted 3 days, we've always made over $300. I mean, the stuff is out here. We got it priced. But if somebody shows interest, they want to buy it, I mean, we just, yeah, make an offer. You know, make an offer, and we work a deal. We work a deal to make it to where they can purchase it. And we get rid of it. So I think tomorrow we'll have to reorganize this a bit. Try to get some of this stuff maybe out a little ways more so it can be seen. And it's just because we tried to make every little area work initially, but we've got some room. We can definitely move some stuff around. Now, as far as tonight, the weather, as far as we can tell, I don't think we're going to get any rain. And we got so little rain today. We were so lucky. It was supposed to be 50% chance of rain just 2 days ago. And then even up to yesterday, it was 50% chance of rain. We got up this morning and it said 20% chance of rain. So we took a chance, and there was a storm that missed us. There were pop-up storms. They all popped up. They were all heading this way. The clouds got really, pretty pronounced, and then it split. It was getting smaller, and some of it was south of us, and a little tiny bit was north of us, and we just got the lightest little rain. I mean, very, very light. So much so we didn't bring in anything at all, and nothing got soaked. I mean, you can see, like I said, cardboard boxes and everything, and nothing got puddled on or anything like that. So we got very lucky there. And as far as I know, fingers crossed, from this point all the way up until Saturday, there's not supposed to be any rain in the forecast whatsoever. Today's Monday, so this whole week, hopefully we can get this taken care of. And I don't know, it might be pretty good. But again, we tell everybody that's coming here today, said, hey, make sure you come back, because this is only half of what we have in the house. And this, because the weather's going to be nicer, we'll be able to bring out the furniture. Good morning, YouTube. Check out our front porch. Kind of cool, huh? Seems a little bit different. Welcome to day 2 of our yard sale, our downsizing. I think our daughter might be coming today and helping out. I don't know that for sure, but could be. I'm shooting this with my phone. The camera's out in the camper, I think. I don't remember where I put the camera. I gotta go find it. But I wanted to capture this real quick. And yeah, it's dewy. Everything gets wet here. I don't know if you have that problem in the state that you're at. If you guys that live in, I always wondered, the really dry places out west, do you have this problem in the morning? What I mean is, overnight, the dew sets in, and it's real heavy. Now, we had all this covered up, but the stuff that wasn't covered out there, and the tarps here, this is why we tarped up all the clothes, or this is why we have the canopy covered up with all the clothes in there. Everything that's out gets wet. Does that make sense to you? The dew sets in overnight. Does that happen out west? We've never been out west. I mean, it's a lot. It's not like a little bit of dew. It's a lot. Look at how much water there is here. Can you see it just running down there? It's like that all the time. I was just curious if you guys experience that. Slept real well in the RV last night, and I guess the dew points are getting ready to drop considerably. We had the air conditioning on low all night long, and I think we set it to like 68 degrees or 69 degrees in there, so it was pretty pleasant. It was a comfortable temperature, but I think our dew points, they said, are going to get really, really low, and the potential for some low-lying areas, they said that the low temperature could be as low as 48 degrees. Now, I don't know if that's going to be the case, but I was coming back here and looking at the filth. I just thought about how dirty it was back here the other day. I seen it. Wow, our mail already went. It is 9 o'clock in the morning and the mail went. I don't know what they're talking about. The post office is slow, but we haven't experienced it out here yet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get this cleaned up. This RV has not been washed for some time now. And there's Heidi. She ran over next door. She had to get her coffee. Somehow we ran out of, or she ran out of coffee. I don't drink coffee. I don't even like ugh, makes me sick just thinking about it. And I have to take the propane tank off today, because we're down to one 30-gallon tank, so maybe I'll get that filled at some point. Let's go say hi to Heidi real quick, and then we're going to get busy. Say hi to everyone, Heidi.
Morning.
Are you happy about the yard sale for today?
What went on yesterday?
Sure.
Or today?
And today.
Yeah.
I think we're in much better shape today.
Yeah, well, yeah, most definitely.
But we got to go get everything. So we're going to start our day. This is just to say good morning, and we'll pick this up later.
Crappy
Oh.
creamer.
So
I wouldn't have to go back out.
I don't really care for coffee, so.
I'm going to make coffee in my Keurig for one last time, and then I'm going to have to make it in a camper.
You have a Keurig in there, don't you?
Well, it's not a Keurig, but...
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay. All right, let's get to work.
Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to RV Daydream. Downsize.
Day whatever.
We're knee deep in it.
Yeah, this is going to be on RV Daydream What You Doing, and it's like day 3 of all this mess.
It's going good.
But it's going, it's funny. It's going not as planned, but it's going good. And the reason it's going good is whatever we're putting out is selling. Uh-oh, as we see our awning starting to blow around. We're going to have to put some anchors in them. The winds kicked up today. Today's cool. The low last night was pretty low. Tonight's low is going to be pretty low. I mean, it's going to be below 50 potentially. If you guys haven't seen, either I've already posted the video or I'm getting ready to post the video why I'm wearing these glasses. They're colorblind glasses. I'm trying them out and it looks different. Let me just say that. I finally passed a colorblind test for the first time in my life on the computer. So it's something I'm trying to get used to. Maybe I can learn colors and their names. But we're...
I'll get him a box of crayons.
Yeah, a box of crayons.
I think that would actually be really good.
Yeah.
To help you.
I agree. I agree. That's kind of how I learned some of the colors, just kind of memorizing what I see and how it compared to my eyes. But the... lawn crew didn't come and mow yesterday because the lawn was filled with cars and stuff, obviously. We've been running into a lot of people that all of us, good luck, good travels, all that stuff. That was kind of cool. But I'll flip you guys around. We're still all covered up. We haven't got the signs out this morning. I kind of want to give you the once through of what it looks like, though. And you can compare it to what it did yesterday. We still have a lot of stuff. Our daughter, our grandson, and her husband, and actually Heidi's mom, they all came down yesterday. They helped out a little bit. They're going to come back, I think, on the weekend, hopefully if the rain holds out. We've got, right now in the forecast, they're talking about spotty rain, meaning pop-up thunderstorms and just spotty. It could be a hit-miss. Like we had rain the other day, but it missed us. So we're probably going to have to play that card and see if we can drag this into next week, because next week looks pretty dry. So let's go ahead and flip you around, and we got to get to work. First we got to get something to eat, but I want to show you all this stuff. So our furniture sold, a lot of the furniture sold. We still have dressers and beds that need to come out here. A popular item, I'm going to tell you guys, if I haven't already said on the video, this whole buck-a-box thing, that works. We're going to definitely do that, I think. I think what we're going to do is we're going to throw stuff in into boxes and sell them by the box. It's funny because our kids, when they went to school, they had to have these calculators. Some of these calculators, they do calculus and stuff, they were very expensive. I think one of them we paid like $50 for. We're selling it for $2. Of course, school's probably not going to go into session. Still got some car stuff over there. Heidi's been selling the gas cans. Everybody comes over and looks at the gas cans. They got their stories how they hate the new gas cans. Nobody's looked at the 460 stuff. I'm going to have to definitely mark that a little bit more clear. We'll put this side up. Everything's still covered here. We sold the lawn roller yesterday. I don't know if you guys, if I showed the tractor, but that lawn roller, it was something her grandfather made. It was filled with motor oil. It was extremely heavy. And a guy came with a truck and trailer just to pick it up. And a tractor too. Clothes have been doing really well. Been selling a lot of clothes. The cat wheel's still here. Let's go ahead and hop down and pop into the garage. All right, we've gotten some TVs out here. I got to bring our big TV off the wall. I got to unmount that today. We've sold some stuff off of here, Roku, whatever, and a lot of stuff I don't even remember because it's already gone. People been walking out of here. They've been buying a lot of stuff. It's kind of funny, the stuff that people really are interested in, and other things people could care less about. You could see all the empty hooks. There was something on almost all these hooks. So most of that stuff, you know, it's going away, I should say. Not most, but it's definitely going away. We do have a dollar amount for you. Give you an idea. Which, again, I don't know if this is shocking or pretty normal, but let me rephrase that. It might be shocking to you. It's pretty normal to us. We have a good location. We don't have to advertise. People just show up because of where we're at. We put out signs, they're going to stop. That's how I ran my business for years here. And I try to, again, I can't reiterate this enough. Everybody that comes through here says the same thing. You know what? This is what they say. You know what? Somebody needs to come and buy that corner lot over there, which you guys can see that corner lot, and your lot, and they need to put in, and I've heard everything, Dunkin' Donuts, a McDonald's, a Taco Bell, an Arby's, a Wendy's, another big gas station with a convenience store in it. Everybody out here knows exactly what we know. It would be so convenient to have something here. Now, for somebody that wants to own a business and run a business that needs frontage, like when I had the small engine business, it was ideal. It was absolutely ideal. It's perfect. And it's funny because we just can't seem to get that word out to investors for whatever reason. I don't know what the deal is. They don't realize, I don't think, they need to do a study, and they did years ago, how much traffic flow goes up and down this road and what kind of person it is. I mean, everybody that's driving past this house is either going to Alliance or coming from Alliance, or going to Salem or coming back from Salem. And the reason they're going to those cities is either work or they got to go to the store. So that's why our Family Dollar across the street does so well. And that's why this gas station with this Subway that has limited seating, and it's very inconvenient to walk around customers waiting to pay for their gas to get to order your sub, and yet that place is packed all the time. So the fact that this place is so much more open and has a greater ability because of what's next door and that lot on the corner, I just don't get it. I don't know why, again, the investors aren't looking at this more clearly, but traffic flow is making the yard sale go, and it always does. So today's going to be the third day, and we are averaging about $1,000 a day at the yard sale. I mean, it's not hard to do. We're selling stuff that we want to get rid of. We're making deals with people whenever they ask, will you take lower? We'll negotiate a price to get it done. The location has a lot to do with it. Our front yard, our side yard, this field over here, people, there's cars. There's always going to be cars. They're parking. They're trying to get back here. They're trying to get in to see what we have for sale. And we still haven't even taken all the stuff out of the basement or the house yet. So that's what Heidi's doing. So I got to quit talking. Let me go get to work. Yes, we still got stuff, but we sold a lot today, even more than we did earlier in the week, which was really good. But we still have a lot more stuff. We have stuff in the basement also. So if you guys don't know, Sully Dude's hanging out with us. How many of you know Sully Dude? Go ahead and put it down in the comments down below. Sully Dude 24. He does a lot of Instagram posts, but he doesn't do anything on YouTube. He just comments. We brought more stuff out. We sold some collectible stuff that we forgot we even had. Our sons, they got a bunch of models and cars and stuff like that. Hot Wheels. We have a whole bunch of Hot Wheels here. And yeah, the welder sold, the TV sold. I brought out a laptop computer, it sold. Heidi brought out her well, actually on Facebook Marketplace, she sold her grill, and she also sold her KitchenAid. So anyways, a bunch of stuff have sold. We got a bunch more to go, but the shelves are starting to get bare in here, you can see. Again, the only reason I'm showing you this is because me and Heidi found this interesting when Rick, the static nomadic, there we go, static nomadic, did this. And yeah, it was kind of cool to see what people bought and how much they wanted to pay for it. And a lot of people are interested in the weight distribution stuff, which, you know, they're still pulling campers out there. Sold some air tools. Again, the air compressor went yesterday. And the TV, there was something else that was on here that sold. I can't remember what else. But yeah, it just really good. We're doing really good. This stuff is going pretty fast. And Gail and Chris, glad to see you guys. They came out and visited and purchased a few things, and we got to see their new puppy. So we're getting ready to close up. What do you think about today and how much we did?
We did pretty good today.
So,
Busy.
how much did we do?
We really didn't get any work done.
Well,
Very little brought out today.
and the one problem is, because as soon as the sale starts, that's it. As soon as the sale starts, we're done, because it's just constant people coming in. So our problem is we got to put some water in the RV tonight. The tank's a little bit low, and we have to discharge some water too. Time to turn off the lights. The party's over. What do you think about tomorrow and what we got to put out and how much?
Well, you need to get your office done tomorrow, so you doing videos and getting your office done.
Okay. Well, that means I need that cleaned off in there more than what I've already got it.
We can do that before we go to sleep.
Well, I've got to do all the shower and water and everything.
Oh, I can do that.
You gonna hook up the drain and drain all the water?
I said I can do it inside the camper.
I know. I'm just saying. So.
I have a whole bunch of stuff ready to come out in the morning in the basement.
Okay, and we did run out of tables. We definitely run out of tables. So. Oh, somebody did buy my 460 exhaust. He was all excited because he had an F350 and somebody stole his catalytic converter. And he said, "How much you want for this?" He says, we said, "There's a price on it." And he says, "It says $30. We said, "Yeah." He goes, "Is that for all?" We said, "Yeah." So he was all excited about that. That's been going on all day. So we will pick this up tomorrow. And again, hopefully, seriously, we got a little shortage going on here. Like I said, we ran out of table. Hopefully we'll make another big dent. What's that?
Not buying baby stuff.
I don't know why. Heidi's saying that nobody's buying baby stuff, and it's cheap. Is it like $0.25 a piece?
Yeah, 5 for $1.
Oh, 5 for $1. And it's not like it's stained and ruined or anything like that. Maybe nobody's having kids. Who knows? All right, so I got to put up the sides to the canopy. And I got to go get those used oil jugs that we were using for weights the other day and bring those back.
Because we almost sold them today.
Yeah. It's the craziest thing. You got oil in them? Everybody wants something. And the funny part is some of the stuff we sold, ask Heidi. Some of the stuff we sold came directly out of the basement, got looked at and bought.
I had brought everything that I had on the porch yesterday from the house, or from this morning. I put it out and I sold a lot of that today.
Yeah, and here's the other
We
funny
sold a lot
part.
of stuff today. The garage needs condensed very badly
Yeah, here's the other funny part about that stuff.
because I can actually bring stuff in.
We've put stuff out here in box. We brought the box out and dropped the box off. Went back in, got another box, dropped the box off, and we had boxes sitting out here, and people were just rooting through it, trying to buy stuff out of it before we even had a
And
chance.
I'm fine with that. I have a couple boxes out there.
Mm-hmm.
If they rummage through it and find something, I'm fine with it because it's all stuff that just needs to go.
Right, which is everything.
Because Bud, I think, was a tiny bit got a little hoarding in it when he was in South Dakota.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that one. So we've got
Does not like waste.
we got a bunch of collectible stuff still in the house that was our son's, and we still have a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna have to say that we need to get more stuff out of here. And the thing is, tomorrow's Friday. The chance of rain on Saturday is low, but there is a chance, and it's going to be like a pop-up thunderstorm if we do get it, which is the worst. Because that means it just comes out of nowhere. We'll have to cover everything up. Everything will get drenched. Then we got to uncover everything and hope that the wind didn't blow real hard.
So tomorrow...
Sunday, the chances are a little bit greater for that exact same thing. Still not a lot of chance, but still there is a chance. So we got to do the same thing for Saturday or Sunday. And that's just be prepared. Just be prepared. So, yeah, what are you going to do? What do you want to do about it?
Well, tomorrow all these boxes got to go.
Oh, yeah, because if it rains and we get water running down the ditch,
And
yeah.
we can't get rid of all these boxes because stuff's going to get boxed up and go onto the Goodwill.
Right. Which,
So.
well, we can fill the shed. We can fill the shed with the boxes. Heidi sold her grandpa's mower today with the plow and the weights and everything, so that's good. That was really good. And I sold my string trimmer, and I think all the lawn and garden stuff's gone. We still have a bunch of gas cans, but we've sold a bunch of those. All right, we'll pick this up tomorrow, so tell everybody bye till tomorrow.
Bye till Friday. Good morning, YouTube. Day number 5.
Is it 5?
It is 5. We started Monday. Today's Friday.
Oh,
Got
so
my last paycheck.
yeah, Heidi got her last paycheck at work. So today, obviously, I just woke up groggy. Heidi got up about an hour ago. She's already had her coffee and everything. So, I don't know, it's about 7 in the morning or something. I don't even know.
About 7:30.
7:30, okay. Let's see. We've kind of got a weird dilemma, and we're going to probably have to work our way through it. And that's the rain tomorrow. We have spotty thunderstorms tomorrow and the next day, and maybe even the next day. But they're so hit and miss, it might be worth a try, right? Yeah. So,
We'll have to keep a tarp on our hands.
yeah.
Actually, probably what I'll do today is condense stuff to make it a little bit easier for us.
Yeah.
The garage, condense that stuff. I can move some stuff that maybe we don't necessarily want wet. I might be able to move the tables to where they're double in the center.
Right. Yeah, there's ways around all this.
To make it easier for us when it starts raining.
Right.
So, I don't know. We might have to move some stuff around. It's a train wreck up underneath the white tent.
Yeah.
We don't know what kind of rain's coming, so we might have to take the uprights down.
Yeah, we don't know if it's going to be strong wind or what.
I mean, if they were on their last leg, it wouldn't be no big deal.
But
They're not, so.
We got it right. They're in very good shape. Very, very good shape. Now, the thing is, we've got to prepare for the day that is not raining, and that's today more than anything else. So we've got to get more stuff out here. So whenever we bring it out, it's not so much just throwing it out there. We've got to find a place that we can put it, throw it. Yeah. And also knowing that we're going to have to potentially protect it. So the other thing is it's awful cool to the point where we haven't run the air the last couple nights. Now, not last night, although last night it was cool. Last night got down to 60. The night before,
It got down to 40 something, and it was really cool. So it's kind of it's a nice change. However, it's short lived. The humidity and the temperature's coming back. So you can see I've got my jacket on. Heidi's got long pants on. She'll
Second day in a row.
Yeah, second day in a row for her. I will wear my shorts because I refuse to bow down to long pants quite yet. So again, the temperature's changing. Like today's high is 86. Yesterday's high was 82. So at some point,
It felt really warm yesterday.
yeah, but it was dry. There was no humidity at all.
That's true.
The humidity's coming back probably tomorrow sometime. So that's where we're at as far as the day starting today. I can't believe it's still day 5. But in 5 days, and we knew this going into it. I mean, I feel kind of like I'm contradicting myself whenever I do videos like I just released. You guys probably have just seen that video.
Little road rage sounds like.
We got road rage outside. They're screaming. I don't know if you guys heard that. I heard the word jackass. So, anyways, the whole aspect of me saying, hey, maybe you just want to throw all your stuff away. I meant more for, donating it. We literally wouldn't throw it away. We would throw away. Like, I have a whole bunch of stuff that's scrap that I actually sold. Believe it or not, I made $30 on my old exhaust stuff for my old 460 from my 97 truck.
So it stayed out of the landfill at
Right.
that point.
Right. And it's, we weren't wanting to promote getting stuff into the landfill by no means. We would have found outlets for pretty much everything. It's just we would have used those outlets instead of sitting out here trying to sell it. You can get more money doing what we're doing, but it's also taking a lot more time and effort. Now, the good news is, other than me trying to squeeze in some videos covering all this for you guys, I have enough free time that I can do that, which I'm still behind on videos. And Heidi, of course, she's got the free time to do it for sure. But it's work. However, the video that I released, I think, came out kind of, and it was for a lot of new viewers, and I think it came across like to the point of, hey, don't even bother having a garage sale, and that still kind of holds true. But let me tell you that over the last 5 days, our money for our garage sale is pretty good. So we still got a lot to go. Stay tuned with us. I don't know if it'll be on this video, but we'll give you a grand total of everything. The sad part is the money's pretty much accounted for us to kind of get through the winter, because if the house don't sell, we've got to make sure that the house, we keep it maintained and all the utilities paid up. Even though they'll be reduced, there's still going to be utilities, and not only that, a house payment until we come back in the spring.
Insurance.
Yeah, insurance, all that stuff. So most of the money that we're making here at the yard sale will help, but it ain't even going to take care of all that. So
We'll make it.
Pluses and minuses. I mean, like I said, we could be done with all of this.
That's where him and I are different. I say make the most money on anything that you're trying to sell. He's like, let's give it away.
Right. And this is where there's a basic difference between the two of us. When we first, not so much anymore, but when we first started dating, she would go from store to store to store to store every week for her shopping. Oh, this place has got the best price on meat. This place got the best price on milk. This place has got the best price on canned goods. Oh, we need to go here for our vegetables. And I told her, I said, do you ever realize that you're saving pennies between all these stores? In the meantime, you're driving all over town, wasting gas and wasting your time just to save pennies. You know, you would be better off just staying at one store, buying everything that you need at one store, and the money that you'd save in gas and the time that you'd save driving to all those places and finding a parking spot and getting your cart and going in and navigating a new store, going through yet another checkout. It'd be better off just go to one store. So she still does that a little bit. there's a few stores she likes that she'll go to regardless.
He's lying. I haven't been to hardly
Yeah.
any grocery store since
No.
March.
No. Prior to March. I'm talking about prior to March. All right, we're going to get to work. Hopefully my sinuses clear up because the pollen is medium to high, ragweed, and a couple others, and it's there. I'm
It's
getting
rough.
it. It's rough. So, all right, on with the day.
Oh,
Catman, my buddy called him.
Catman.
Very derogatory name.
Right. See you, Sully. But the whole hookup process was kind of fun to watch. I think that if we ever had anything and we were towing a vehicle behind us, Class A, Class C, whatever, I think that I would do a dolly. I like the idea of a dolly because now you've opened up, you don't need a Jeep. You don't need an expensive vehicle. Look at that, it's so cool. Look at, yeah, but he's right, this tire's just straightened out. But you could pretty much tow anything, front wheel drive at that point. Although you might want to do some trail exploring. That is really cool. And there he goes. So he's heading off to home. Sully, it was fun. And now I get to get to work. Ugh.
So we didn't close out yesterday. We didn't really show you anything either. Wonder why.
It was kind of slow.
It was slow, but we were busy still bringing stuff out. We had our son-in-law, our daughter, and our grandson here, and actually Heidi's mom had stopped by for a while too. So we kind of made a family affair of things, I suppose. Made it a little bit easier. Yeah, Heidi's mom had made dinner and brought it down to us because we were ordering out every day. I tell by my voice, it's morning. But we did sell a lot of stuff.
A lot of little stuff.
A lot of little stuff. So our dollar amount yesterday was the smallest by far. Almost shocking. I can't remember what it was, but Heidi does. It's like $300 or something like that.
Like $360.
Our son did pretty good. So, but we had lots of little stuff, nothing big. So today we've got to bring out some dressers, beds, desk, and then we have little stuff that we brought out that needs to be gone through and set up on pallets and tables. We got to kind of think about what rain may come through tomorrow, which hopefully is little to none. But I don't know. We're getting there.
We are.
And we're getting to the point where, as I look around, there's a few bigger items still. However, we're getting to the point where there's a lot of stuff we could just say, hey, make us an offer and take it, which will be nice. We had somebody come last night at what time?
8:30?
Yeah, it's like 8:30 to
Or
make a
maybe
purchase.
it's actually later than that. It was probably 9:30.
Wow, was it that late? Yeah, I posted something on Facebook Marketplace, and the guy actually is taking a trip today, and he needed that rock solid toe shield that I had from the old truck. He needed it. It was kind of funny. He says, I can't believe, he says, and I had just posted it. Heidi had sent me a picture, and she goes, you might as well post this because hardly anybody looked at it. And I didn't even have a price on it or anything. So we posted on Facebook Marketplace, and it was within 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes at the most. And it just, when I was talking to him, he said, yeah, he says, I put diamond plate on the front of my RV, and he says, and I've been throwing stuff up on it. And he says, we're getting ready to go on a pretty big trip. I don't know, I think 6 hours, he said. And he said, so I just happened to hop on Facebook Marketplace, and he says, here you live 20 minutes from my house, and he says, it's exactly what I need. I said, well, that's funny because I just posted it. So that was good. All right, let's get to work. We may be able to give you updates later on, but what you've seen in that time lapse that I've already posted, that's pretty much what goes on pretty much every day. So some of the time lapse was a lot of talking. We were sitting doing a lot of talking. But all right, anything you want to add to this whole debacle?
I'm gonna reorganize today.
But if you had to do all this over again,
I don't necessarily think that we'd done it differently, because
I do. I'm gonna hear what you have to say. Don't change your answer because of that.
Maybe.
So she changes her answer because of what I just said.
Because I'm gonna say something that he ain't gonna like. We spent 7 days in the garage and then screw the house. So here we are, day 6, and our house still wasn't cleaned out. We don't even have one room cleaned out.
Well,
the only reason one room's cleaned out is because our son did it.
There's other reasons that's happening too, because our house will never get cleaned out until we actually give away all the stuff that we're giving to other people. And we have stuff that we need to store that we're not getting rid of, that is probably going to go to our daughter's home. So out in the garage, everything that's in there, except for what's in the back corner going in the back of the truck, we're not sure of stuff in the house yet. But what I thought you were going to change your answer for, if I had to do this all over again, I would pick a certain dollar amount of item and only deal with that price up stuff.
Yeah, could do that.
Yeah, I like this quarter a clothing thing.
Yeah, and if he says a dime one more time.
Yeah, a dime.
Just to make it a quarter.
Well, a lot of people see dimes and they think, I can get 10 items for $1. And I'm looking to get rid of items.
If you're
not make money. I'm just looking to get rid of items.
Well, I think I'm gonna go through before trash day and
fill our dumpsters. And that's the other thing too, you guys may want to do.
Just make it a little bit easier for us later on.
I don't think I talked about our trash thing so much, but maybe we should talk about that real quick, or I'll talk about that. You want to talk about it, or you want me to talk about it, or both of us?
You can talk about it.
All right, so we're going to let Heidi go. I'll talk about it real quick, and then I got to go in and get my day started myself. So what's the deal with the trash day or trash service? We had, a big long story. We've had this trash service for a long time. Now, they changed companies at one point, but nonetheless, we had this trash company for a long time. So the deal was we had unlimited trash, and we pay extra, and we've paid extra for roughly 18 years. We've paid extra for unlimited trash. Now, we have one big rolling can that the original trash company delivered when we called and started saying, hey, can we put this out to the road? We got extra, do we need to bundle it, whatever. And one of the things is that they want all the trash that's in the cans to be bagged. Garbage, and I'm talking about the kitchen waste and our bathroom, everybody's got a little bathroom can, office cans, stuff like that. Those have been bagged. Everything else, anything I do in this garage, if I change my oil, whatever, I just take and throw loose bottles into the can. And I throw loose paper, and I threw everything in the can. I just throw it in the can. Well, now they're saying that all has to be bagged. So to get around the bag issue, we went ahead and bought 95-gallon bags, just about, 15 of them or 20 of them. And we put those in those big rolling cans. When we fill the can, we just tie the top. It's just all these years we paid for extra. And we could be putting out what I just said, 10, 30-gallon bags every day, yet we only put out 1 to 2 cans a week, with the exception maybe probably 10 times total over 15 years. And most of the time it's when we forgot to take it out the week before, we might have to roll out a separate can. Okay, so knowing all this can debacle and what you need to do, the one thing that you should be aware of is your guys that actually collect the trash, they kind of rule the roost as far as your interaction with your trash and getting it to leave your property. Now, we've done this in the past, and whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. Just get hold of your trash guy, let him know you're going to have additional trash, and slip him a $20 bill. Slip him a $10 bill, whatever you feel comfortable with, and see if you can get that removed without going through the trash company, because they may have a process, and the trash guys, for the most part, they don't care. Now, it doesn't mean they're doing something illegal. It might be just something against company policy, but I'm sure they're still disposing of it correctly. All right, so Heidi says we can now do a closeout. Because we
After the fact.
Yeah, after the fact. There was no way I was going to cover this on video. So the yard sale went real well today. Let me rephrase that. We sold a lot of little stuff. We didn't make a lot of money today. How much did we make today?
$165.
Yeah. So, but we got rid of so many little things. It was incredible. So our son-in-law and our daughter, they helped. So did Steve Gavinaugh. He came over and helped. He actually was hanging out, and then he ended up helping. Steve is one of our subscribers that lives over in Boardman. Hey, Steve, really appreciate it. Yep. By the time you see this, you'll already know, because we'll be putting it on Facebook for you there, or sending you a message so you know what's going on. So we covered everything up with the tarps like we normally do. At night, and every night is the only reason we're putting the tarps on is for dew. The way the dew points are and all that stuff, it was the best way to do it. So, why are you guys in bed right now?
Because it's 1 a.m.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m. and Heidi had fallen asleep. She took herself a little sleep aid, and I said, boy, you're really tired. And she goes, yeah. She goes, I took a little sleep aid, like a...
And I'll leave with sleep aid.
Yeah, right.
For aches and pains and help you sleep.
So I'm watching videos, and I'm getting really tired. I'm like, okay, it's time for bed. Because I was falling asleep. And I do that occasionally. So I turned off everything, and I just put my head back, and I'm asleep. Now, all of a sudden, I'm thinking, why is she moving around? Why is she's shaking the RV a little bit, and I'm thinking maybe her foot's caught in her blanket and she's kicking it, and I just don't know. But it's to the point where I'm getting woke up just a little bit. Now I pretty much feel everything and kind of hear everything, and Heidi, there's one thing that almost wakes her up out of a dead sleep always, and that's if I get up abruptly in bed. So as I'm sitting here, I realize I hear some sort of rattling noise, and then I set up immediately. As soon as I set up, she says, "Are you okay?" I realized that there was a storm brewing up at midnight. Like I said, slightest chance. I love whenever they say that. The slightest chance. And it was shaking the awning. I mean, it was really jerking hard on the awning and shaking the RV. So I started putting in the awning. Unfortunately, the awning, I had the arms tightened, so I had to hurry up and go out there and loosen them. And Heidi rolled it in the rest of the way. Now, here's where the problem lies. You know, we have canopies out there that are held down with these two little stakes, two canopies. And we have that big pipe tent that's out there that's being held with just basically 4 sandbags. And we have things that are out in the yard that are covered up with tarps, and we've got nothing of real substance covering it. I mean, there's like a floor mat that's laid over top of it, and there's some bungee cords in a couple corners and stuff like that. All right, so all of a sudden the wind starts. Even more.
It was terrible.
And the lightning started. So it hadn't rained yet, but the wind got hold of our 2 canopies, and we can't take them down fast enough because, first of all, they're tied together. Second of all, there are some stakes in the ground, and we're trying to get the stakes up. Third of all, the one that has the sides, the blue one,
there's straps that go around the poles to hold the sides in place. And we've got all kinds of stuff inside, stacked upside down, furniture, all kinds of stuff. You know, like a dresser is in there, and then there's another dresser upside down on top of it. And anyways, the wind caught all that. We couldn't get it down. The blue canopy is adios as far as the metal frame.
Broken off legs.
Yeah, the legs are broken off. We don't know if the actual sides and the material's bad. Hopefully that's good, because our white canopy, the tried and true, we've had all this time, we folded that up right away. There was no problems. It's just, I mean, it's a great canopy. The blue canopy was a great canopy.
You put them away every night.
Yeah, if there's any chance whatsoever, we know, we talked about it, you know, on that one video at Pirate Land about all the newbies and, you know, leaving that stuff out when there's a chance of rain. Well, the blue canopy, if all the sides and the top and everything are okay, I might transfer it over to the white canopy, because it's really nice. Cool. Those sides are really cool. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that canopy any more than that. So then our attention focuses to the stuff that's out there in the yard.
We nilly-willy put the tarps on everything. We may put a little brick here, a little table here,
yeah,
a bedpost here, a floor mat here. It was terrible. I never looked at, I didn't know there was going to be a little slight change to storm in the middle of the night.
And the wind.
Because I would have actually put everything in the garage last night.
So
or whatever.
The wind's got that uncovered out there. And some of the stuff is nice.
Right.
No, don't get me wrong. Most of it could be like washed and all that. It's our daughters and son-in-laws and our grandsons, like car seat, stroller, whole
right.
base interchange thing. But in the meantime, before, you know, we went over there real quick and tried to cover that stuff up because we knew the rain was starting to come down. And then we had to go, because the canopies knocked down furniture. We had to, you know, those dressers and everything I said were upside down in that. It broke one of the bookshelves. The dressers and all that stuff, we had to hurry up and get those in the garage. Once we got them in the garage, we realized that everything needs to go in the garage. All the stuff on the tables underneath the canopy, all that stuff, the big canopy, the big pipe canopy.
Which had 8 tables.
Yeah. 8.
Plus odds and ends stuff.
Yeah,
underneath it.
But all those tables, we just lifted up, started throwing them in the garage. Thank God the garage is relatively clean. We still ran out of space, and I mean, it's just all over the place. The one blue canopy went down the side of the truck when the wind caught it. The thing is, I think it was a plastic corner that went down the side of the truck. So I didn't see a crease. I didn't feel a crease. You could see a line, but it's very basic.
It was raining by the time we were able to look at it, so we don't really know what it looks like.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like it's a
And I couldn't
gash.
feel anything. I couldn't feel nothing at all. So then our attention was that big pipe canopy, and the wind's blowing, and we're like, okay, this has got to come down. So we took the side wall off, we took the top off, we had to take the legs off to get to the top on one side. We shoved it underneath the RV, we just kicked it underneath the RV, and we took and lowered it the rest of the way. And Heidi, then when we got in here, of course, we're soaking. Our clothes are in the shower because they're just, I mean, it looks like we jumped in a lake. I mean, they're completely wet. And,
I mean, look at my hair.
Yeah.
I think my hair was dry.
Yeah. So was mine. So we...
oh, my goodness.
Heidi then says, well, do you think that we could move the big, you know, I'll call it let me call that a tent. Carport. Let's call it a carport.
Right.
She says, you think we can move that big carport? And I said, when? Right now? And she says, no. And I mean, in the meantime, there's lightning out there. Our power went out. I mean, it knocked the power out when we were out there, and we were only working by the garage light anyways. I don't know if you can hear that, but
there's still thunder and stuff going on out there too. So I told her, I asked her, I said, what do you mean move it? She goes, somewhere more protected where we could secure it. And I told her, I said, why? You want to put it back together again? And she said, yeah. And I said, the garage sale's over. I said, I'm finished. We were just kind of, I think, getting greedy.
I don't think it's getting greedy. We're just trying to get...
Yeah, we're trying to get rid of the stuff.
I mean, we're just going to get rid of it at a different
way.
We're just going to do Facebook and Craigslist or whatever. I mean, we still have some stuff to get rid of. I've already made peace with all my stuff. I'm not married to any of it.
And right, I agree.
The only thing is like I never brought my dishes out.
Right.
But I should be able to get rid of those.
Well, I'll post something to you then. As we sit here, you guys can be in on this conversation. So, what if we just take the stuff that we feel is substantial and worth something to some extent, and we just hold a garage sale?
Oh, I'm fine with that.
The stuff in garage.
Right.
Because we have plenty of shelves.
Yes.
We have plenty of room in there.
We could do that.
And all the stupid stuff don't need to be in there.
Right.
All the stupid stuff we can just get rid of. And
no, I'm perfectly fine with
yeah,
that.
we have enough room in there. We could do it, I'm sure. It's going to be tight in there.
There's no reason why we can't make money on our stuff. I know everybody says, oh, get rid of this, get rid of that. Hello? I'm not rich. I'm actually poor.
Right. So, wait, now let me tell you this, which we'll go ahead and let you know now, because officially the real garage sale is over, and we're going to have a revised version of that. First of all, our house is destroyed. The inside of our house is just, I don't even know what to describe it as. There's stuff everywhere. Half the stuff is sorted through, half the stuff isn't sorted through.
I'm fine if the next 2 or 3 days, if we just take a break from that.
Yeah.
I mean, we got some but we got some sales that we got to
Yeah, we got people coming for stuff.
But if we just work in the house and take a break from that, just maybe a day or two or something.
Right.
And we can get a lot of that stuff done.
But the stuff that we've already sold, other than a few big ticket things that are out there, I think I probably have maybe $600 at the most of stuff that's still out there.
Right.
Heidi probably has $250,
I still have
$300
stuff
for
in
the
the
stuff.
house. So
Right, but I'm saying if you added it all up.
I don't have much out there. I
So
don't have much out there at all.
keep that in mind, that stuff's still out there. How much did we make this yard sale?
About $4,000.
Yeah, $4,000. That's pretty good. So that's what I was kind of getting at, of just, hey, let's just donate, throw away, whatever. We did make $4,000, and we got rid of a lot of stuff and made a lot of people happy.
All right.
I think that was the best part. These guys that were coming in, and they're like, well, will you take this? And I mean, we're giving stuff to them. Hey, just take it. They buy like 5-10 things, and they already into us for, $10, and then they're asking about a $1 item. Just take it. And it was fun. I mean, it was fun, but yeah. We had a gentleman today. He bought, about $10 worth of stuff. He's 98 years old. He drove in, he got out of his van, he's got a walker, he come through, he bought a few things, and he talked up a storm, and he got in his van.
Veteran.
Yeah, he said, if I don't see you guys, if I don't see you guys, then I wish you a Merry Christmas. So anyways, that's our closeout for today. It might be the close out of the whole garage sale thing. What do you think? Should we close out the video altogether?
Yeah, because we can pick up with the
new garage sale.
Yeah.
Okay, so look for the revised garage sale number 2, and let's see if we actually go through with it, or we decide, you know what? Let's just sell these things on Facebook Marketplace and not worry about it, and not have anybody else come in here. I don't know yet. We'll see. But we're closing this video out, so tell them.
As always, we hope to see you out there.
Out there.
Bye.
Not out in the rain, though.
No, not out in the rain.
Bye.